Hello there. Today we're going to practice graphing lines from slope-intercept form and from standard form. The first equation says that y equals 5. There's 5 on the y-axis. Y is always 5, no matter what the x is. There is my line. Therefore, my slope is 0. Second says that y equals 4/3 x plus 4. My slope is 4/3. My y-intercept is 4. I start at the y-intercept, 4, and put a dot on the y-axis. See, it's the y-axis. Then I use my slope to find more points to make a line. Now, I would like to go up 4 rise is a positive 4, I go up. But when I go here and I try to go up 4, there's not enough spaces on my graph. So I have to change this to something that's equal to the same thing. A -4 over a -3 is equal to +4 over 3. This means for my rise, I will go down, and for my run, I will go left. That will still give me a positive slope. So down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, left, 1, 2, 3. I repeat, down 1, 2, 3, 4, left, 1, 2, 3. Put a dot. This is a positive slope. It is going from left to right in an upwards position. Our third problem is y equals 5/3 x minus 4. My y-intercept is -4. My slope is 5/3. That's up, rise 5, and then right 3. I start at -4 on my y-axis. I go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, run, 1, 2, 3, put a dot. Repeat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, 1, 2, 3. This is a positive slope of 5/3 going through -4 on the y-axis. Next, we have 4x plus 3, y equals, my slope is 4. My y-intercept is 3, so I put a dot at 3 on the y-axis. I need a rise, and I need a run. I have a whole number. If I have a whole number, that goes on top in a 1 for my run. So I go up, 1, 2, 3, uh-oh, I'm out of space. Got to change this to something I can put on this graph. It will be a -4 over a -1. That will still give me a positive slope because two negatives divided make a positive. So let's go this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, left, 1. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, left, 1. That's all I have space for on this graph. And that is a positive slope. Next, I have x plus 1. This is my y-intercept. I have no number written there, but I do have an x. Therefore, my slope is 1. My rise will be 1. My run will be 1. And I start at the y-intercept 1. Up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and repeat until you can go no further on the graph. Connect your dots. Next, last one in slope-intercept form. My slope is 9 over 5. My y-intercept is 4. Start at 4. I would like to rise 9. I don't have that space, so I'm going to change this to something that's equal, still to a positive. This would have been up and right. I didn't have the space on here, so I'm going to do this. Down 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Connect your dots. Next, we got to deal with standard form. I'm going to isolate my y. I'm going to subtract the 8x from both sides, and then I'm done with this one. Y equals negative 8x plus 4. That means my slope is negative 8. My y-intercept is 4, so I start at 4 on the y-axis. I need to rise negative 8 and run 1. Now notice, if I have a negative slope, I have 1 negative in my ratio here. So I could go down. This is a positive right here. So that means I'll go right. Or I could have this right here. Those are equal to each other. Now I can't go up. I don't have the space, so I'm going to use this one. 8 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I go 1 to the right. Graph it. Connect your dots. Those are the only two that will fit on this graph. Done. Next, subtract x from both sides. I have y equals, excuse me, I dropped my negative there. That will be negative y equals negative x. Divide both sides by negative 1. Y is equal to x. So it looks like I have no y-intercept. That's a 0. I have an x. My slope is 1. That means I rise 1 and I run 1. So I start here, 0. It's the origin. Rise 1, run 1, and repeat. Done. Next, subtract 4x from both sides. 3y equals negative 4x plus 15. Divide everything by 3. Y equals negative 4 over 3x plus 15 divided by 3 is 5. My slope is negative 4 over 3. My y-intercept is 5. Start at 5. Negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rise. My run is a positive right here. 1, 2, 3. Repeat. Negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Run. 1, 2, 3. Looking at my line here, it does go down from left to right. That is a negative slope. And it should be, because that's what I have here. This is down for a rise. This is right for a run. Subtract 7x from both sides. 3y equals negative 7x minus 6. Divide everything by 3. Y equals negative 7 over 3x minus 6 divided by 3 is 2. My slope is negative 7 over 3. My y-intercept is negative 2. So I start at negative 2. This point has bled through from the other side, so I apologize for that. I use my slope. Now this says go down 7 and go right 3. I don't have the space for that. So I'm going to move my negative. If I go up 7, negative 3 will go left. So if I go up 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I go left 3. 1, 2, 3. And there's my line. Last two. Subtract 5x from both sides. You have 4y equals negative 5x plus 16. Divide everything by 4. Y equals negative 5 over 4x. 16 divided by 4 is positive 4. My y-intercept is 4. My slope is negative 5 over 4. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's all the space I have for this line on this graph. Last one. 6x minus 5y. Subtract 6x from both sides. Negative 5y equals...
Teachers and students, I have one very important announcement. Please listen. Students,
negative 6x minus 20. Divide everything by negative 5.
Please report to the gym.
Y equals. Now, if you have a negative divided by a negative, we've talked about this already in this video. That is actually a positive 6 over 5x. And negative 20 divided by negative 5 is positive 4. My slope is 6 over 5. My y-intercept is 4. I start at y-intercept 4. I cannot rise 6. So I'm going to have to go back to this up here, negative 6 divided by negative 5. That is down for my rise, and that is left for my run. Down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all I have space for. That's all we have for today. Thanks for listening.